Hello everyone, Tomas here with a little video that I put together for those of you who couldn't make it out to see what the effect of the great floods of 2013 had on our golf course here at Lake Valley. These first videos were shot by resident and member Brian Higgins during the height of the storm and the flooding. You can see the whole fairways, number 1, number 9, number 18, all flooded. That's quite a carry from the tee on number 1. Get over that water. And then 18, and of course it's all running down to the east, right to that section right there where it comes off onto toward Golf Club Drive. And underneath Golf Club Drive on that culvert that runs off of the 18th fairway by the sand trap was flowing very hard on its way east toward Kansas. Under Golf Club Drive and then down toward number 10, and that's the 10th green there, and the lake, the normally nice little lake there next to the 13th green and off the 11th tee. That's the bench on the 11th tee right there. So you can see 11 and 13 completely flooded. That little lake to the side of the fairway on number 11 is a huge lake, and that of course is causing difficulties even today trying to get the course back open again. But there's the 10th green. So, and more important to our discussion today, this is up at the reservoir, the swimming reservoir, and this was the spill coming off the reservoir here around the side of the dam and through the parking lot. You can see the parking lot is completely flooded. That's the road that comes down from the 4th tee, and that water is just washing everything, rocks and sand and logs, benches, just about anything, all the way down along the east side of the dam there, and you can see all the way across the 3rd fairway, leaving a big swath of waste area across our fairway. Well, a week later, things have cleared up considerably. Our little lake there is back to normal, and if we go back up to the 3rd green and the 4th tee, we can see that our little swimming lake is back to peaceful. Our heron has returned for some easy fishing. The parking lot didn't fare too well, as you can see. More on that later. The water is still very high. See, that's the bench that used to be on the beach. And the water goes all the way over to the horseshoe pits. Now the log got put back in the lake and is now anchored behind that tree. So we're standing here at the top of hole number 3, next to the 4th tee box. And you can see this is a majority of the damage to the Lake Lunkemin Reservoir actually, and the spillway that happened to be also the beach, and the parking lot still running, still overflowing. The dam never got breached, but the water went through the spillway it was supposed to do, but took out about 3 feet. Dug down about 3 feet and wiped out the whole parking lot and down into the 3rd hole, and that was all flooded down there. So that's where the volunteers from the membership and the employee base have gathered down there to try and remove some of the sediment and the rock that was deposited in the 3rd fairway during the height of the flood. You can see behind this group of volunteer workers what that water running across the 3rd fairway left behind. About a 3-foot deep wash of rock and dirt stretches all the way across the fairway.
When you try to run a rake through, it doesn't want to go through. It's clay. He said that's not recoverable. None of this is recoverable here. They're going to bring I don't know why they're still shoveling there. He said they're going to bring a tractor in over there and here. So he wants us just to take the rakes and go around and rake up as much of the stuff as we can in these areas that,
okay,
you know, where we've cleared it off, but it's not that compacted clay. So I'm gonna go and get my
So it's a very labor-intensive process that begins with picking up all of the biggest rocks in the washes that were left by the water, either by hand or by shovel, and depositing them. And then as it gets down further into the closer to the ground, you're picking up littler, smaller pieces. So you start using rakes in addition to shovels. And the final process is to get the lawn rakes to get the very smallest of the pebbles out, especially in the fairways, so that they don't ruin any clubs, and of course don't give you any excuse for missing a shot. And on and on. Okay.
Well, it's nice that everybody came out to help us today. I don't know about them, but I'm about worn out.
Your back hurt?
Yeah, my back hurts a lot. But we're looking at the future par 3 here.
We figured to move the tee up to about here?
About 150 uphill. Maybe we'll give the ladies a little bit of a break, I'm not sure.
But in other words, this would be the landing zone from the regular tees here.
Well, our hope is that we'll be able to work all the time while people are playing golf. But right now we don't know whether there's any sod farms open, so it's likely we'll be cutting all this out and reseeding it. And maybe by next summer we'll be back in shape.
Okay, well.
It's quite a mess. Hopefully the next parking lot will be concrete.
It's great that, yeah, at the lake, right?
Yes.
Well, it's great that all these people came out at any rate to help out.
It is. I think they feel good about helping, and we certainly feel great that they're here. So.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks a lot, Mitch.
Greatly appreciate, obviously, with our crew, if they had to do this, it would take us all winter long. We've got a lot to do still. We're going to try to get the golf course open as soon as we can, probably looking at maybe the end of next week if things dry out. If it rains, get 11 to 13 to dry up some, and catch up on some of our mowing. You know, we started mowing, obviously, in the last day or two. Fairways are set at 1.5 inches, and you know, I think they're about 2 1/4, so not quite good bounce out of good roll and bounce out of 2-inch fairways. So we'll keep working those down. Fairway or greens are about 3 to 4 times higher than what they normally would be, so they're super soft. They're still pretty saturated. So it's going to take us time to get down before we start getting down to height that we're worth putting on, and also not getting any footprints and things like that. But we'll continue to work that direction and let everybody know. And I know one of the things we'll really try to put emphasis on the next couple of days is trying to get the practice area open. Yeah, at least somebody can come out and swing the club a little bit. Yeah, again, thank you for coming out. Greatly appreciate your efforts. Phenomenal progress right there. Phenomenal progress. Thank you. Tools down here. Tools can go there, or you can set them.
This area got all cleaned up by the volunteers. Excellent job. Still needs a lot of work to get it back to normal, but at least all of the mud and most of the big rocks and everything are gone. This was all huge rocks and pressed down mud all in here. Look at this, they dug it all out. All the way up to the NOMO line. That's where we stopped. So you still don't want to go over there. But this is all cleaned out. Excellent job. As the volunteer crews leave, you can see they're actually already cutting the fairways. They're supposed to be 1.5 inches in the fairways, and they're up to 2.5 inches. So they got to cut a lot of grass. We're not getting much roll until they get this thing cut down. So we're hoping to get it open soon. And oh yeah, before anybody can say, oh sure, Tomas, you're out there taking pictures while everybody else is working, I made sure that Ryan took a picture of me really working out there. So there.